Lesson 2, the form opening movement. So once we've established our posture, we've already done the standing practice for 30 seconds, we feel nicely relaxed and aligned, we're centered and we are breathing nice and relaxed. Now we can start with the first movement of the session, and this is what we call form opening. Now there's a lot of different arts out there that use an opening movement to begin their practice. In Tai Chi, it's this sort of movement. In Xing Yi, it's this sort of movement. Bagua can be this sort of movement, but each of them have a specific way to commence the movement practice. In this instance, what we're going to do is a combination of a couple of different ones, which really starts to open up the body and draw the tissue back in. Okay, so I'll discuss that more in a second, but let's look at how the movement works to start with. So I'm staying in this nice aligned posture that I made from the standing practice. What I do first is bring my hands up towards my lower abdomen and they face each other. So I come from here to here. Nice little movement, nothing too major. Just that. Here, nice standing position. Here. You notice that I sink down very, very slightly as I do this. This is to prepare myself to go up. So I sink down to prepare to go up. Here. Okay, next movement. I start to turn my thumbs out to each wall. So I start to turn my thumbs out. Here. Okay? This is very important. Not this way. Turn the thumbs. Now I start to let the arms raise up like I'm lifting two weights either side. Notice the fingers are still open and relaxed. Continue to come up. Feel the chest opening, all the intercostal muscles opening up. Now when I get to this point, I allow the hands to come towards each other. So like I'm putting my fingers towards each other. Now I start to sink down from my lower abdomen here, sink, draw back to my center. Here. And face the palms. And again, so I turn the thumbs to each wall, start to lead out, they raise, open the body. So in this position, for instance, I'm really stretching out to the corners of the room, okay? I'm opening up my body. I'm not trying to inflate the chest, just open, open. Now I start to close the body. So all the body starts to come back down towards the center, back down towards the lower abdomen, lower dantian. And face the palms. And again. So I turn the thumbs out, raise, up, turn in, sink, and face the palms. Do this for 30 seconds. At the last one, what you're going to do is just put the right hand on the lower abdomen, left hand on top of it, and just stand for 10 or 15 seconds. For women, left hand, then right hand. Okay? This is just the traditional way. It's said that the orbit of internal energy is different for men and women. It's not so important to me. I'm more a fascia sort of guy. But this is a traditional sealing practice. I put this one in, put this one in, and then just hold for 10 seconds to seal the practice. So a few points on this exercise. Firstly, don't be tense. Don't look up. Always look forward. So I'm not going like this. Okay. This will tend to make the body lean back, okay, which puts some pressure on my abdominal muscles because I'm having to cater for this backward movement. One of the stretches we'll do later does have this in, but for this I want to stay centered. Back nice and straight, stay nice and centered here, rather than here. See? The pressures become different if I start to lean in any one direction. Secondly, when I say lead to the corners, I mean extend, like your fingertips are being pulled out, away from you. You're not pushing them, they're being pulled. It's a very interesting difference. You can try both, but as I go here, I want to feel like my fingers are being pulled away from me. This leads the tissue in my body to open up. Now, when I start my close, you feel like all of the tissue from the tip of the finger and the sole of the foot is being pulled up into this area. So as I close now, I feel like it's pulling me to close, rather than simply just flopping. So I've opened, being pulled away, now I close and I get pulled towards my center. Here. Okay? And again, try not to lean forward. Another common mistake is here, here. Stay nice and aligned, just like you were in the standing practice that set up the posture ready for these exercises.